Hello, I'm Carmel Brown, licensed clinical professional counselor. I've been a licensed counselor for 15, 16 years. I am in private practice, and in my practice, I assist individuals and families with learning how to manage symptoms of various mental health conditions and disorders, such as anxiety and depression. In addition, I help out with life management, stress management, anger management, family and relationship problems, and I help individuals improve their overall quality of life. I treat individuals referred to my practice through ongoing therapy, and some of the things I recommend with therapy are diet and exercise, which leads me to my next statement. I'm also co-owner of Club Exhilaration Wellness Center in Belleville. At our wellness center, we offer fitness programs, we offer nutritional coaching and yoga and meditation, and overall friendly family private environment in which a person can work on improving their mental and physical health while achieving a sense of belongingness and a sense of purpose. So today I want to talk to you about resilience. I want to talk to you about your bounce back. About 7-8 months ago, our world came to a screeching halt. We've had many uncertainties since then. Not to mention, we are dealing with not only a pandemic, but racial issues. We are dealing with social injustice, and also we are amidst an election season. There's a lot of tension, there's a lot of resistance, there's a lot of negativity, and there is a lot of fighting and bickering going on. However, there's also a lot of great things happening, and I want to encourage you to focus on the great things that are happening. Now, I'm not suggesting that you ignore the things that are happening that are negative or undesirable or unfavorable, but I am suggesting that you don't allow those things to infiltrate your thoughts or that you become preoccupied with those specific thoughts. The Oxford Dictionary defines resilience as the ability to quickly recover, toughness. Now, the American Psychological Association defines resilience as the ability to adapt well in the face of adversity, tragedy, trauma, and during times of significant sources of stress. Now, these sources of stress can come from many different places. Sources of stress could be work stress or work related. It could be related to relationships, parenting. Sometimes a person's physical health is a source of stress if they're struggling with some physical health condition. Family finances can also be a source of stress. In a nutshell, resilience is our ability to bounce back. Everyone is capable of resilience. You might not have it now, but you can certainly build it. This year has been one of the most difficult times to build resilience and endurance due to the fact that we're facing things that we've never faced before in our society. Not to mention, some of the coping skills that we utilized in the past no longer work or apply. This year, we've had so many restrictions on where we can go, who we can go with, and so on. For the very first time in our lives, we have not been able to see our parents for weeks and for some of us months due to maybe age or them having a compromised immune system. Most individuals have been able to see their parents anytime they wanted to since the day they were born. So for the first time in their lives, being told it's not safe for your parents, for you to be around them, the very person they gave birth to. The person that gives you the hugs and kisses when you need them the most, you can't hug and kiss them. That is unprecedented. In addition, there are multiple other things that we've had to overcome this year. Telework, virtual learning with the kiddos, job loss, business closures. And for individuals who are in certain fields of work, such as the medical field, fast food and restaurant businesses, counselors and therapists, educators, we have also had to overcome so many other things and adjust to so many different circumstances that we've never had to adjust to or overcome in our lives. For example, Telework. Many of us worked in the office, face to face, with our colleagues, clients, and so forth, with the community throughout the duration of our careers. And for the first time, we had to abruptly stop doing our daily work the way we typically or historically have and rapidly switch over to telework. Not to mention our kiddos. They've all attended school in person, in-house throughout the duration of their lives, as we did throughout the duration of our lives. For the first time ever, they weren't able to attend school. And many of them are still not in school, or they're only in school part-time. Not to mention certain professions have changed drastically overall. For example, medical staff, protocol that has to happen at work is completely different and sometimes overwhelming and stressful for individuals working in that field of work. Individuals in the food industry have also experienced drastic changes this year in the way that they perform their daily job duties. Individuals in the mental health field, such as myself, significant increases in the number of people that we are serving on a weekly and monthly basis. Not to mention educators. Unless they work for an online institution, most of them have taught in-house and have had to rapidly switch over to virtual learning. So they are having to teach children, instruct children, help children, tutor children through a computer screen. Not to mention pastors, those in the entertainment industry, athletes, everyone's lives have been changed drastically and possibly for some forever. Not to mention civil rights and social injustice has increased awareness, anger, resistance, unrest at alarming rates. And what's worse out of all of these changes and adjustments is many of us are also dealing with grief due to losing loved ones. Some of those loved ones have been lost as a result of the coronavirus pandemic, and some have lost loved ones for other reasons. It's very important that during these times you pay attention to any changes in your emotional well-being or in the emotional well-being of your loved ones. I also want to make note that any changes in emotional well-being may not necessarily present as a mood change or a noticeable mental health or emotional symptom. There are also what's called somatic symptoms, and these are symptoms that I really want you to pay attention to in regards to the children. Sometimes when there's an overwhelming amount of stress or a child is not coping well, they may experience these somatic symptoms. It could be all of a sudden they start having headaches, or they're having stomach aches, or they're complaining of some type of bodily pain or change. So be very aware of anything along those lines. There may be some other changes that might occur for yourself or your loved ones that might indicate you're not coping well, or maybe you should reach out for help. Some of those changes are changes in sleep pattern, changes in eating habits, isolation or withdrawal, fatigue and difficulty concentrating. As I mentioned earlier, headaches, sometimes flashbacks from previous traumatic events that one has experienced. Hyperactivity, this is something that you might notice with the kiddos. Some may refer to it as bouncing off the walls. They just have more energy and they may have a harder time settling down. Also, irritability, anger, agitation, and just feeling helpless or hopeless overall. If any of those changes or symptoms occur, I strongly encourage you to reach out to myself or someone in the mental health field so that we can help you to process those feelings you might have. Also, any unhealthy thought patterns that might be interfering with your well-being. So those changes could occur with anyone. but everyone's ability to bounce back from those changes will be different. Everybody's ability to cope while they're experiencing those symptoms or changes will be different. But like I said earlier, if you do not have a healthy level of resilience, you can certainly build it. What is a resilient person like? Let's talk about that. People with a high level of resilience tend to have positive and supportive relationships. They tend to be cognitively flexible. They tend to be task and goal oriented. They are likely to connect with other people and feel comfortable talking about their challenges. Resilient people also create purpose in life. Resilient people also adopt, maintain, and exhibit healthy coping skills, such as exercise, seeking necessary resources, reducing risk or risky behaviors, and they tend to avoid engaging in risky behaviors such as substance abuse, smoking, and other unhealthy behaviors. So if you don't have resilience or you're not a resilient person, how do you build it? One of the main ways to build resilience is to manage your stress level. Everyone experiences stress. It's a part of daily life. Everyone's reaction to stress is different. Our reactions to stress are largely dependent upon our mental, physical, and psychological weaknesses and strengths, and our coping skills. Everyday stress can originate from various sources, such as home, work, or school, or our social environment. Keeping things in perspective is very important in helping to maintain healthy thoughts so that you can adopt a more hopeful outlook on life. Another way to build resilience is by setting goals and working towards accomplishing those goals. Remember, resilient people are goal and task oriented, so you don't just want to set the goals, you want to work towards achieving them. Resilient people are also self-aware. They are aware of their stress level when it's not under control, and they are also able to identify their stressors and triggers. Resilient people are also able to implement basic stress reduction strategies. So stress management, as I said initially, is very important. I want to encourage you to give yourself time. Give yourself time to grieve whatever it is you're grieving, whether it's the loss of a loved one, loss of a job or a business venture, or whatever it is that you believe you lost. For some people, it's simply losing their sense of normalcy. Spend time doing the things you enjoy with the people that you enjoy being around. In addition, it is extremely critical that you maintain a routine. So getting up at the same time every day, eating your meals around the same time, going to sleep at the same time every day, logging in at work at the same time every day, if at all possible, do those things in a routine manner. This will help you to feel some sense of control over your day and maintain a sense of normalcy. I also want to encourage you to connect. Connect with other people. Don't isolate yourself. Ask for help when you need it. Resilient people are comfortable asking for help when they are stuck or when they are struggling in any particular area. Coming up with positive affirmations or mantras are also very helpful. So developing a list of positive phrases, positive thoughts, positive ideas that you believe are helpful for you or that may improve your overall mood. Write those things down. Write down every single positive mantra or affirmation that you can think of that you believe would be beneficial for you. And every day, meditate on one of those. Post it. Put it on your mirror. Put it on your dashboard in your car. Put it on your screensaver on your phone. Wherever you will look and see this positive mantra and this encouragement every day. Some other ways to improve or increase optimism or positivity are Visualizing what you want. Write it down on paper. Write the vision, make it plain. Set the expectation that great things will happen. When you expect great things to happen, you're more than likely going to interact with other people and navigate throughout your day as if good things are going to happen. Hence, increasing the likelihood that great things will happen. Of course, you know I'm going to say exercise. I always do. I am a strong believer in diet and exercise to help manage mood and a positive mindset. Exercise is a way of taking care of you. It's a release. It's a coping skill. It is a way to engage in self-care. Not to mention, there are endorphins released in the brain when you exercise that naturally boost the mood. It's a natural high. Exercise may be different for everyone. It doesn't have to be some strenuous boot camp or workout, although I strongly encourage those if you are physically able to do so. It works wonders for your body and your mind. But for some, exercise may be putting on your sneakers, going outside, walking around your neighborhood. For some, exercise may be riding your bicycle. For some, it's yoga. And others, swimming. Whatever it is that you enjoy doing, do it. Just move. Exercise is a great way to release stress and to manage anger. Movement releases energy, which allows the body to relax. So just move. You all know that without a proper diet, I strongly believe that you cannot properly take care of yourself. I'm not talking about dieting or restrictive eating. What I mean when I mention diet is what you consume every day. Eating well is a form of self-respect. It's a way that you show yourself that you love yourself. So, putting garbage in your body is a form of disrespect, and it can indicate lack of self-care. Proper nutrition gives your body the energy it needs to sustain throughout your day. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. Research shows that lack of sleep impairs the brain's ability to function properly. Depression and anxiety occur in the brain, so we want to make sure that we have a healthy brain. Exercise, diet, sleep, those things are all very helpful in maintaining optimal brain function. So remember, everyone can build resilience, manage stress, keeping a positive perspective and a healthy mindset, using positivity, setting goals, making connections, and taking care of yourself with proper nutrition, exercise, and a good night's sleep. That's all I have for you today. It's Therapy Thursday. I want you to have a healthy body and a healthy mind. I want you to build resilience, and I'll see you soon.